Alright guys, there was some news come out yesterday in regards to WWE 2K15 and CM Punk supposedly suing the WWE over using his likeness in the game. Now, I don't know if this is true. Personally, I think it could just be rumours, but before I comment on it, this is the news that was posted by the Wrestling Observer newsletter. Attorneys for CM Punk reportedly sent out a 22-page letter to WWE over royalties and use of his likeness, specifically him being featured in the WWE 2K15 video game. The belief is WWE stopped sending Punk royalty money over the claim that he breached his contract when he walked out on the company at the beginning of the year. As for Punk's inclusion in the new WWE video game, apparently the roster for the game was put together before he quit the promotion, even though it was just announced 2 weeks ago. So that's the story making the rounds at present. I don't know if it's legit or purely made up, but with CM Punk being in the main mode of the game in the 2K showcase, this is something that would have originally been put in place well in advance of Punk walking out while he was still under contract, so there doesn't seem to be anything wrong there. I'm also sure that the contracts, which include superstars being eligible to be included in video games, have some kind of clause that covers games already in development while the superstars are under contract, and then releasing at a time when the contract is expired, most likely giving the WWE the option to keep them in and pay them royalties, or remove them to save them having to pay them for using the likeness, which is something that was seen in the past when Jeff Hardy was removed from Here Comes the Pain after being shown in early footage. So even though it sounds pretty petty that Punk is suing WWE, he certainly has the right to do so if they're refusing to pay him the royalties that he's owed, regardless of if he walked out in his contract or not, because they're still using his name and likeness and profiting from it. The good news though is that this shouldn't really affect the game, because Punk is only suing WWE for royalties. He's not refusing to be part of the game, having already agreed to it, just to be paid for it as anyone would expect to be, so there doesn't really seem to be any cause to remove him and delay the game. I would still expect to see it release as scheduled, and WWE either settle and agree to pay him what he's owed, or if it goes to a court then Punk would likely win and be paid what he is owed. So that's my take on it. I don't think it's going to affect the game at all, but let me know what you think about it in the comments, and I'm going to go make sure Seth Rollins isn't suing me for using his likeness in the Ice Bucket Challenge. Until next time, I'll catch you later.